All right, let's continue adding some automation to our mix.
At McCrae Music.
Hey guys, how are you doing? I am richly blessed. I pray that you are as well. We are automating our mix, and you can see kind of what the process is going to be or has been. If you did not catch part one, you want to go back and watch that. There's a link in the description for you to go ahead and do that if you want to do so. I hope that you guys are enjoying these longer form videos. After this series is done in 2025, we're going to start getting into some specific videos regarding individual aspects of mixing and things like that. But I wanted to start by just having you see the whole process of me going from beginning to end on a mix, and then like I said, we'll get into some more specific things next year. Please feel free to leave a like on this video and subscribe to this channel, and without further ado, let's get into part two of adding automation. So now what I'm going to do is let's actually go through, and I want you guys to see this part. I'm not going to make you guys sit through me going through each section of the song. I'll speed that up and then come back and we'll listen to the end. But what I do want you to see is just me going through the process of leveling the lead vocal. So let's go from the top here and let's just dial in this lead vocal. And then like I said, I'll speed through everything else of me going to each section of the song. So I'm going to turn the lead vocal bus onto latch, and let's just write this lead vocal. Let's go ahead and pull this up. It's not a ton of lead vocal here. He really let the backgrounds kind of do a lot of the lifting here. But let's start with the first verse.
Lord, I said that I love you. I want to show you I really, really love you bad. For the rest of my life, I'm gonna.
All right, so I'm actually going to dial the lead vocal back just a hair, and then let's see.
Lord, I said that I love you. I want to show you I really, really love you bad. For the rest of my life, I'm gonna serve you. I never want to make you mad. Oh, now and forever, you are my savior. I'm never switching up on that. Lord, I said that I love you. I do my best to show you while I wait on you to come on back.
I like that. So you see how when I hit latch, it didn't move. It just sat there. I don't have to keep holding it. All right. So that's cool. One of the challenges is we want the lead vocal to be up front, but not so far up front that the music is way behind. So that's why I'm like, let me bring it back a little bit. And then if we need to adjust it further, we'll do so. Let's go to the second verse. Let's see how it's sounding, where it is.
I make a promise this time I will never walk away again. But I'm determined to.
All right, similar. Let's just bring it back just a little bit. Latch it down a little bit.
I make a promise this time I will never walk away again. But I'm determined to live, committed to your plan. I don't want to talk about how much I love you, but live. I make a promise this time I will never walk away again. But I'm determined to live, committed to your plan. I don't want to talk about how much I love you, but live any kind of way. I want all that I do to be the proof my love is on display. You, oh Lord, the firm foundation, unshakable ground. It's your love that keeps me.
I'm going to bump it up a little bit right there.
It's your love. It's your love that keeps me. Show me your plan. I'm ready. No, I ain't going nowhere. It's your love that.
All right, just a little bit. I'm going to switch it to touch. Just bring it up a little bit on that one part.
It's your love that keeps me.
There we go. I just wanted that love, that part right there. Wanted to bring that up a little bit. Don't judge the singing. I'm not singing on this song. He's singing on this song. All right. I think we're good there. Let's go to the end. Let's just see where it's at.
So I'ma keep it solid as a rock. I ain't going nowhere.
That's a good start. That's a very good start.
So I'ma keep it solid as a rock. I ain't going nowhere.
Don't start that buffering. All right. There's something I want to clean up in there.
So I'ma keep it solid as a rock. I ain't going nowhere.
All right, that no can come down a little bit. That's one thing with Luna, and part of it is some of my hard drive spacing and stuff I need to deal with. You see all this red down here? It starts to have an issue sometimes with rendering and just pulling stuff, especially when it's a more dense part of the song. So if it starts crackling a little bit, just, my apologies for that. Please subscribe to this channel so that we can monetize and I can get some more hard drive stuff. Really, it's almost time for me to upgrade my computer. It's almost time. It's done me well for the past, 5 years. Well, no, not 5 years, but a good while. So it's almost about that time. All right, anyway, let's finish this out.
I ain't going nowhere. Ain't going nowhere. No, I ain't going nowhere. I ain't going nowhere. Ain't going nowhere. I ain't going nowhere. I'm safe with you. I'm safe with you.
Let's get this. I'm safe with you. The others are fine because it's going to kind of blend in with all the other stuff that's going on.
I'm safe with you. I'm safe. I'm safe. I'm safe with you. I'm safe with you. I ain't going nowhere. I'm gonna stay right here. Ain't going nowhere. No, I ain't. I'm safe with you. I'm safe with you. I ain't going nowhere. I'm gonna stay right here. Ain't going nowhere. No, I.
All right, I think we are good. All right. And like I said, if I need to go back and tweak some things as I start adjusting other stuff, I will do that. So one of the things that I want you to notice, most of the time, I'm not making huge fader movements. That was a nice voice crack, right? I'm not doing huge fader movements, all right? And this is one of the reasons why we spend so much time at the beginning with getting a rough mix. We spend so much time with gain staging, because then when it's time to automate, right, I'm not like I'm not having to come in here and bring stuff way down or bring stuff way up, right? I pretty much have been in kind of within, I guess, like not even 5 dB of fader movements, right? Kind of just right in that little pocket, all right? And that's why we spend so much time at the beginning doing that, because then, we're not having to go crazy when it's time to automate things. Everything is right there. It's very subtle fader movements, all right? I actually would like to get an actual fader port, right? I've been mixing on mouse and keyboard forever, and I actually kind of am growing a little weary of some of the mouse movement stuff, so I think I actually want to get a fader port. I have one I've been looking at that I might get, and when I do, you'll see it on this channel because I'm going to review it and let you know what I think of it. All right, so this is good. I'm going to do the same process for the whole rest of the song. I'm not going to make you sit through all that. We're going to speed it up into super fast, superhuman, just the flash speed, and then we'll come back and we'll listen through and I'll show you the fader movements as they're happening in real time. So let's speed it up in 3, 2, 1, go. believe it or not, that actually wasn't that bad. Going through, there's not a lot of dynamic stuff in the instrumentation. A lot of times it takes longer when, you have like strings and horns and other things where different parts of the song are completely different. This is more of a vibey song. So there's not a lot of that going on. So there wasn't too much that I had to automate inside of each section of the song. So let's take a listen to the mix all the way through with our automation. We still have to, we haven't gotten to our mix bus yet. We're going to do that in another video or another couple of videos. But let's just listen to what we have, and I'll try to move back and forth here, and we can kind of see things moving around. Let's turn on all of the good stuff so that we can see all the movement. And we can kind of watch what's happening with our automation. All right, let's give it a listen from the top here, see what we got.
Lord, I said that I love you. I want to show you I really, really love you bad. For the rest of my life, I'm going to serve you. I never want to make you mad. Oh, now forever, you are my savior. I'm never switching up on that. Lord, I said that I love you. I do my best to show you why I wait on you to come on back. You, oh Lord, the firm foundation, unshakable ground. It's your love that keeps me steady. Reveal your plan, I'm ready. No, I ain't going nowhere. No, I ain't going nowhere. I'm gonna stay right here. I ain't going nowhere. No, I ain't going nowhere. I'm gonna stay right here. I make a promise this time I will never walk away again. But I'm determined to live, committed to your plan. I don't want to talk about how much I love you, but live any kind of way. I want all that I do to be the proof my love is on display. You, oh Lord, the firm foundation, unshakable ground. It's your love that keeps me steady. Show me your plan, I'm ready. No, I ain't going nowhere.
You get me going, in fact, you got me soaring inside. You got me glowing, shine bright, you get the glory. Always is what you do. I never switch up on you. Transforming old life to new. I'm staying right here with you, yeah.
Listen, I ain't got no reason to turn my back. You make me strong in my weakness, and that's a fact. I procrastinated too much, and you still picked up the slack. So when it come to me leaving you, ain't no way I'm doing that.
Forever locked in to the heartbeat of your love. That's the only option till the death of me. You get the praise and I won't stop this. Death was waiting around the corner and you came and blocked it. Always been a promise, keep us solid through the process.
No longer stranded, forever my feet is planted. Promise to keep my stand straight up and never slanted. Even when I was slipping, you never left me abandoned. So I'ma keep it solid as a rock. I ain't going
Lord, my firm foundation, you are unshakable ground. It is your love that keeps me steady. Reveal your plan, I'm ready. No, I ain't going nowhere. I ain't going nowhere. I ain't going nowhere. No, I ain't going nowhere. I ain't going nowhere. I ain't going nowhere. I ain't going nowhere. I'm safe with you. I'm safe with you. I ain't going nowhere. I ain't gonna stay right here. I ain't going nowhere. No, I ain't going nowhere.
All right. We are sounding good. So everything is balanced. Everything is where it needs to be. And our automation is doing that. So you saw not a lot of craziness. I kept it up here with the vocals because that's where most of the movement was. I did a couple subtle things down here Unfortunately, Luna does not have a narrow mixer view, so you couldn't see like all the stuff. So that's why I kept it up top there. But I did a little bit of stuff. I really didn't. Yeah, I did some automation with the cymbals, brought them up, the hats a little bit at certain points. This transition, I think I left it, and then just a little stuff with the synth brass and the open pad. Well, maybe I did more of the instrumentation than I thought, but mostly the automation was happening with the vocals. So this is sounding good. I'm really happy with where we are. Now, one of the things that I have not really done yet, actually I did, I think when we did our instrumentation, was I'm going to reference all of this in my headphones. My headphones, and these are the Audio Technica. I forget the exact brand of these, but I'll put it into the chat or into the description. The low end response on those headphones is super accurate. So I always like to reference low end on my headphones. My room is treated fairly well. I have a sub in here, so the low end sounds good here. But I can really hear stuff the way I need to in the headphones. So I like to reference that mainly to make sure the low end is good, and some low mid stuff sometimes I'll pick up in there as well. So I'll do that off camera at some point. The next thing that we need to do video-wise is there are 2 more things that we need to do to complete the first version of this mix. And that is we need to do something called magic in the mids. We're going to do that in our next video, and that's happening on our mix bus. And then we need to start dialing in some of the processing on our mix bus, which we have not done yet at all. We've been mixing through some of these things, but everything is very low. It's not really doing much of anything. So we need to do those things. And then once we do those 2 things, which are going to be done over the next 2 or 3 videos, then we will have a first version of our mix. And then we'll talk about what the next steps are after that. How do I know when the mix is done? When do I actually send it to the client? What do I do after I get to version 1 of my mix? All right, so that's what we'll do next. We'll do the magic in the mids and then the other stuff coming after that. All right, so there you have it, guys. Our mix is sounding great. We are almost to the point of saying that we have a first mix. The last thing that we have to do before we get to that point is we need to deal with the processing on our mix bus, and there are several interesting things that are happening there that I'm looking forward to sharing with you in our next video. All right, again, feel free to like and subscribe and get in the comment section, right? Ask questions, request things. What are some things that you would like to know? What are some things you'd like to see on this channel? You never know. You ask a question, you ask for something, I just might make a video about it, and I just might shout you out in that video. So you never know. All right, so go ahead and do that, and I'm looking forward to seeing you. We're gonna just about complete our mix. Matter of fact, we really are gonna complete our mix in our next video. All right, see you guys soon.